Ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection is generally required for 125 volt through 250 volt receptacles installed in outdoor locations on commercial buildings. This requirement is put in place for personnel safety. Electrical codes like the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifically address GFCI protection in Article 210.8. This article outlines the specific locations where GFCI protection is mandatory for receptacles. In commercial settings, the NEC mandates GFCI protection for 125 volt through 250 volt receptacles rated up to 50 amps and 250 volt receptacles rated up to 100 amps that are installed in outdoor locations. The purpose of a GFCI is to detect ground faults. A ground fault occurs when electricity flows through an unintended path to ground, such as through a person who is touching a live wire and a grounded object. GFCIs quickly interrupt the circuit when a ground fault is detected, typically within milliseconds, which minimizes the risk of electrical shock. GFCIs work by monitoring the current flowing through the hot and neutral wires of a circuit. Under normal conditions, the current flowing through these wires should be equal. If there is a ground fault, some of the current will flow through an unintended path, creating an imbalance between the hot and neutral wires. The GFCI detects this imbalance and trips the circuit, cutting off the power. It is crucial to understand the specific requirements outlined in the electrical code to ensure compliance and safety. Firstly, you need to identify all outdoor receptacles on the commercial building. Secondly, you need to verify that these receptacles are rated 125 volts to 250 volts and up to 50 amps or 250 volts and up to 100 amps. Thirdly, make sure that these receptacles are GFCI protected. This protection can be provided by a GFCI circuit breaker or a GFCI receptacle. GFCI circuit breakers protect the entire circuit, while GFCI receptacles protect only the receptacles installed downstream from them. When selecting a GFCI device, ensure that it is rated for the voltage and amperage of the circuit. Also, make sure that the GFCI device is listed by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories, or ALL. Regular testing of GFCIs is essential to ensure that they are functioning properly. The NEC recommends testing GFCIs monthly. To test a GFCI receptacle, simply press the test button on the receptacle. The receptacle should trip, cutting off power to the circuit. To reset the receptacle, press the reset button. If the GFCI does not trip when the test button is pressed, it should be replaced immediately. If the GFCI trips frequently, it may indicate a ground fault in the circuit. In this case, a qualified electrician should be called to investigate and repair the problem. In addition to GFCI protection, other safety measures should be taken to protect outdoor receptacles from the elements. These measures include using weatherproof covers and enclosures. Weatherproof covers protect the receptacles from rain, snow, and ice. Enclosures protect the receptacles from physical damage. It is also important to ensure that outdoor receptacles are properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to trip the circuit breaker and prevent electrical shock. The grounding system should be inspected regularly to ensure that it is in good condition. Compliance with electrical codes is essential for ensuring the safety of people and property. Failure to comply with these codes can result in fines, penalties, and even legal action. It is important to stay up to date on the latest electrical code requirements and to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. In summary, GFCI protection is generally required for 125 volt through 250 volt receptacles installed in outdoor locations on commercial buildings to protect people from electrical shock. Understanding and complying with electrical codes is crucial for ensuring safety and preventing electrical hazards. Regular testing and maintenance of GFCIs are essential to ensure that they are functioning properly. By taking these measures, you can help to create a safe electrical environment. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work to ensure it is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Electrical safety is paramount, and adherence to GFCI requirements for outdoor receptacles in commercial buildings is a critical component of a comprehensive safety plan.